Camera off. I'll turn my camera on. There we go. Hey, everybody. I am hitting us live. Peter's got his hand up and he is in the room. Well, it's an exciting day. Camera off. I'll turn my camera on. There we go. In Echoville. And done for you airdrop world presented by NextWeb3. We got Mr. Peter Gantner. And welcome to everybody. Thank you guys for joining us today on this beautiful April Tuesday evening. If you are in the States, and if you're out there on YouTube, welcome. If you are on Zoom, welcome. If you're watching on replay, thank you for joining us. You are about to learn everything and all things airdrops and what we're doing here at Done For You Airdrops. Tonight, presenting for you guys is our fearless leader, CEO, founder of Done For You Airdrops and NextWeb3, who has hundreds of years of experience in business. No, he's not that old. He's got
I don't
what?
know, with the gray and the beard, I'm getting up there. It's
Yeah, you're
really
matching
a
wings
lot of
tonight.
time, 4 decades. So,
That's called experience. And
and of
let's
course,
see.
if you work 20 hours a day, it's really not just the 40 years. You got to double it because most people only work at 10 hours a day. So I'm
Yeah,
actually probably really have 80 years experience. So
right. And you don't have a lot of time to shave.
exactly, for sure.
So we're in for a treat, guys. If you guys know Peter, if you don't, you're about to get to know him. And he's a brilliant expert in the crypto space, all things Web3, blockchain, and business and building communities. So without further ado, tonight, Done For You Airdrops, presented by Mr. Peter Gantner. Hey, Peter.
Perfect. Well, thank you. In a few minutes, I'll share some slides with you guys. But before we do that, we've been meeting with a lot of people, talking to a lot of projects reaching out to us and saying, hey, here's what we're doing. Looking at the landscape that's out there from the gaming side to social media. I don't know if everybody, is paying attention to the news. There was a vote to ban TikTok, right, in the United States of America. And with that now is coming the call for a decentralized social media, right? So that's another area where traction is going to take place. And the more that I learn about the space, where we're going with AI, quantum computing, all the stuff that we're doing, the more that I see, the more that I learn, the more I understand that Web3 is going to become an essential part of every single person's life. Now, if you begin to see that plan clearly, as I do, you're like, okay, I need to do everything I can to get involved and be a part of Web3. And for Web3 to become successful, we need more people to become part of it. That is where we come to the point of DFY airdrops. We've been building community for some time now. About 8 years ago, came up with the concept of a participatory economy. That led to community is commerce, where if a community cooperates with each other and leverages their finances, their intelligence, their networks, their everything, that each member in that community could benefit more than individually by themselves. And so with the community going, it was last November, I was talking to one of our members, and the member had said, there's so many things that we're doing, they couldn't afford to be part of all of them that they wanted to be part of. And that later on that day, I got an airdrop from or an email from Altcoin Buzz, because I'm part of their Patreon group. And they said, congratulations for all of our members who participated in the TIA airdrop. You just got, it was well over $1,300. By that time, it was up to like $1,800 because it was going up that day. Right now, it's in the thousands of dollars, and you would have gotten several other airdrops if you would have staked it. I said, that's what I need to do. I need to get our community doing airdrops. Now, I had received airdrops, but only from tokens that I held, not really doing any airdrops. I hadn't gone through any. And the reason why is I didn't have the time to do it. And, I didn't have the time to learn it, and I didn't have the time to do it myself. And so I said, you know what, but for the community, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do some airdrops. I sat down and I did 3 airdrops. We videoed those 3 airdrops. One of my partners, Jan, sat down and drew up a 7-page document. You're going to see it in the presentation. and of the airdrops. And out of our community, a very small percentage, not even 2 or 3%, ended up doing the airdrops. I thought it was just so frustrating to me. And you're going to see in the presentation, billions of dollars are being given away in these airdrops. But we can't get past this, the fear, the timing, the time that it takes, the learning curve to make that happen. And then I thought, wait a minute, I know what we need to do. We need to actually do airdrops for people. And that's where this service, Done For You Airdrops, was developed from and was created from. And I got to tell you guys, it's absolutely up. Corey, won't let me share my screen, buddy.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, excellent. Because again, the value to the member when they receive the airdrop is there, and the value to the projects is there because we're doing all the activities. And we'll talk about that in a second when it comes to what airdrops really are. Airdrops are essentially the greatest rewards program ever created on the face of this planet, right? It is Jersey Mike's. I love their subs, right? So I go there quite often. I buy, a certain number of subs and I get a free sub. Always excited to get a free sub, right? Free sandwich. And those are basically the rewards programs that all of us know. So every person I know belongs to at least one rewards program. Most of us, multiple ones. We got them at the grocery store. We got a rewards program at our favorite food place. We've got a rewards program now at the Quick Stop, right, or the Circle K or whatever convenience store that you're going to. We've got them at the just about everywhere. Target, right? Everybody just about has some type of rewards program, and the reason why is rewards help move people's behaviors. Right? It gives you a incentive to do business with it. Well, imagine if the rewards programs for a Jersey Mike's or wherever it is, just think about the rewards program you had. Imagine instead of giving you some of their product, what if they gave you equity in that company? What if after eating 8 or 10 subs at Jersey Mike's, they said, here's a share of stock in the company? That's essentially what we're talking about here, guys, in these projects. They're in the form of digital assets, not shares, not ownership in the company, but in digital assets that represent the value of the products and services, the revenue that these projects are generating. So Aptos did one of these, and they said, if you came to my site and you did some transactions and you used my product and you spent a half an hour of your time, and maybe spent $20, $30 on transaction fees, we'll give you some of our digital assets. That digital asset, the minimum that you would have got on the 23rd, of February when we took this, we're going to update these numbers here probably in the next week or so, $1,755 in the project. You could have staked it and earned interest on it. You could have traded it and grew it, or you could have cashed it out into fiat and went on a nice trip, okay? So again, about an hour of your time and a little bit of knowledge, right? You had to know how to do the airdrop. Blair, $2,153. Come to our site, trade some NFTs, buy some NFTs, and we'll give you a reward just like the sandwich shop, except instead of a sandwich, we're going to give you digital assets in this project. Uniswap, $7,000. This one a little bit more expensive in digital assets because it's in a decentralized on the Ethereum network, so maybe a few $100s. But imagine spending a few $100s at a store and then giving you back $7,000 in real world value that you could go convert to fiat immediately and then go pay off your car or pay off your credit card. Arbitrum, $5,485 in digital assets delivered as a rewards program. Now, let's look at the 4 years prior to this, so 2020 to 2023, we're going to look at the top 10 projects. Now, you might be thinking, well, what are they giving away? Millions of dollars, tens of millions? Well, the top 10 projects between 2020 and 2023 gave away over $21 billion in digital assets. $21 billion in digital assets. This right now is sitting in people's wallets. Some have cashed it out. Some have done other things with it. This is real digital assets that have real world value to them that these projects are handing out. And guess what? It's only going to get bigger from here. More projects now, because of the success of those projects that we were just looking at, they realize that instead of, let me go back to that page real quick, instead of selling to VCs and investors, wealthy investors, that if they just incentivize Peter to come to the site and use it, I'll come there and use the services. I use Uniswap, right? I'm using these projects and services on a daily basis to function within Web3. So again, an amazing thing. Now, why is it that people don't do them? It's this 7-page document. This is one airdrop. So if you follow this step by step, you will be through it one airdrop. Now, the other part of it is you're going to need to connect to about 5 different projects. That means open your wallet up, hit the connect button, and connect to those sites. So that means what? If you're going to connect your wallet to anything, you need to research it and make sure that you're on the right site. Make sure that it is a good site that you're connecting to. Because if not, you could lose your assets, right? So there's a lot of work that needs to go into this. And then, of course, you need to find the right airdrops, right? Which ones could you do? There are literally now, 30, 40, 50 new airdrops every single month. And I got to be honest with you, 80% of those airdrops are not worth doing. 10%, 15% of what's left are probably barely worth doing. There's only a small portion, 5 to 8, maybe 10% of those airdrops that are actually worth the effort, the energy, and the resources that it takes to do those airdrops. That's where we come in. That's what we do. We have people analyzing every single airdrop, the projects behind them, everything about them to make sure that the airdrops we're doing are the ones that have the most potential to be big. Let's hear from one of our members. She was one of the people that when we created the document, we created the video, she said, I'm going to go through these airdrops, and she actually did. By the way, congratulations, Nadia, because of what she learned, actually went through another airdrop, which was the dope airdrop, and she received, I think, 935 dope tokens for that airdrop. It was too late for us to get involved with that, but I was on the phone with the founders of Dope 2 days ago, and we're going to be talking to them about doing some stuff with them. But here you go. Here's Nadia.
It was really challenging, and I have to say I had to do it in small chunks because it was mentally sort of exhausting for me. So I probably took a whole week to do 3 airdrops. Yeah, I worked on it for, I'm sure it was at least a whole week, and I would just have to study, and it was nerve-wracking because signing into a site with my wallet, kind of scary. So I'm super pleased with having someone do it for me. And I may try to tackle some myself, with another wallet. The more you do, the better you get at it. But it was definitely something I several times thought, I can't do this. But I persevered.
That's awesome. So again, guys, setting ourselves up to be able to get these airdrops. Now, she had already done the first airdrop we're doing, ZK Sync, Layer 0. Those are 2 of the first ones. Those are the documents that we created. Nadia already qualified her own wallets getting through that process. She also bought a package, and now we've qualified additional wallets for her. So that's exciting. So you can do either or. You can do the airdrops yourself. Lots of information out there to do that. Or you can hire us to do them, or you could do both do them yourself and hire us to get them through the process and get those done. So let's jump into, we've created an entirely new category here, guys. We were the first people to do this. There's some people that have built software that will do airdrops for you, but they're not effective. They get they have detectors to detect whether you're using software in order to qualify for the airdrops, because they want you to actually physically do these items. So we created a category. So all of us know software as a service, so SaaS. It has created trillions of dollars in value and wealth in the world. Well, ADIS is airdrops as a service, and we're excited about it because of the value proposition that's there. So DFY airdrops. Next Web3 has assembled a team of airdrop pros who are fully vetted, experienced in crypto, and highly trained. So we can go ahead and make, set up this system, and then we're going to see next, we're going to talk about the promises that we do, where we know that every single person who buys an airdrop package is going to get back more digital assets than they provide us with of the cost of the package and of the cost of the digital assets needed to do it. So the DFY airdrop process, the next Web3 and DFY airdrop expert assistants will research and identify the airdrops we feel hold the greatest potential. The projects we're working on right now, ZK Sync, Layer 0, Barachain. These are all projects that have raised tens of millions of dollars in funding, so they're well funded. They have big communities, and they have great technology. But on top of that, we've already begun for the people that have already become part of it, Linea, Scroll, again, 2 chains that are big. So right now we're actually working on 5 airdrops for the people that have paid. You'll only see 2 in the back office right now, but we've actually already begun doing tasks for 5 airdrops. You'll see that in the next week. So we've got a lot of airdrops that we're working on in order to make that happen. And those have all been researched and all have been found that they have the potential to be 10, 20, 50, $100 billion projects. All right, the DFY airdrop expert assistants will process your airdrop election via a wallet you set up and you control. So we have put safety at the forefront of everything we do to protect you and your digital assets in order to make sure that this was a safe process. That was the tech stack that we built. It's extensive and it was very difficult to build it, but we've got it built and it is functioning today. Once your airdrops have been identified or initiated, the DFY AXAs jump through all the hoops for you. One of those hoops is claiming your airdrop. So this is a part that, so first you research the airdrop, then you do the tasks. Well, then you've got to track that project. There was recently 2 projects that did airdrops. One of them, I think it was 28% of the people that qualified did not claim their airdrop. They increased the number of tokens that the people who did qualify got, so they moved them over there. And then another one was 33 or 34% of the people that qualified for it. Now imagine qualifying for, I think the one was a $400 and something airdrop, if my math is correct. So imagine doing enough tasks, you've earned $400 and something in digital assets, but you forget to go claim it because you're busy, right? A lot of stuff going on, the kids, this and that, and jobs, and dogs and whatever else, right? Hobbies and vacations, and so you're busy and you miss that airdrop. That will never happen with DFY airdrops. We have full-time people that every single day goes and keeps up with the latest news on all the airdrops that we've done. All right. And then the best news is you don't even have to claim it. We're going to claim it for you. And then you're going to be able to transfer that to your wallet, and then you can do what you want. And we're even going to come up with strategies for you to say, hey, you might want to stake this one, and here's why, or here's how you can trade it using our software, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the presentation. Or, this is maybe one that you want to take out into fiat and use, in that purpose. So we have basically 4 promises that we make. One is if an airdrop is not received within 6 months of us completing that airdrop. So usually it can take a couple months to get through the airdrop because we got to do some activities in the first month, some in the second. We want to hit a 3rd month. But from that point forward, if you don't receive that airdrop in 6 months, we're going to do a new airdrop in its place. You're going to get the assets from the old airdrop. Let's say it happens 4 or 5 months later, and you're going to get the new airdrop that happens. If an average value of an airdrop on the day it is received is less than $150. One of the things we did here, guys, we didn't go with the highest number. It's not like, hey, this airdrop was worth, 157 when it launched. It's the average of the first 24 hours that we'll take. So that gives it a fair balance between it. But if that's not $150, we're going to do a new airdrop to replace it and make sure that you receive over $150 USDT value, which is a US dollar stablecoin. All right. if the activity that was done for you for a particular airdrop doesn't qualify. So a lot of this is guessing. You have to try to figure out, am I doing enough? Am I not doing enough? So we do our own research. We look at all the experts in the industry. We put all that information together and we come up with the minimum criteria that we need to do. And we usually do about 10 or 20% extra in order to ensure that you're going to receive the airdrop. But let's say for some reason, they don't give you that airdrop. We're going to do another one for you until you get it. So if you pay for 3 airdrops, you're going to receive 3 airdrops of at least 150 USDT or more, and you're going to receive those within 6 months of them being completed. And then, of course, our final one is we've already talked about, which is us doing the research, in-depth research to make sure that the projects have teams behind them that have had success, technology that has value to it, real-world value, and of course, all the other criteria that it takes in order to build a successful project. All right, so how much are the airdrops? 3 airdrops right now are $175. This will be going up on May 1st, okay? So on May 1st, it'll be $190. The digital asset that you're going to provide is the same. The digital assets you provide are what we're going to use in order to actually do those airdrops for you. There's transaction fees in digital assets that you're going to provide that we're going to use, things like staking and trading and all that stuff, okay? So, and then that goes up to our biggest package, which is 90 airdrops. That's $3,800 plus 350 in digital assets. That package is actually going to be reduced on May 1st to 40 airdrops, and it'll be $2,000. So the price is going up a little bit. So if you're interested in that bigger pack, you might want to do that as soon as possible to get involved. And of course, we have a 29 pack and a 9 pack that's available. Right now, we're running some specials, and I'll talk about those in a second. We have one more package that's available, and this is our testnet pack. So we had a few people go, you know, I don't want to mess with the digital asset thing until later on when I receive some from an airdrop. So we created what are called testnet airdrops only. We are doing those for the people that purchase the other packages, but this is testnet ones only. And this is when a project is in the test stages. It hasn't launched fully yet, and they need testers to do it. So you go in and our AXAs will do those tests. The only really difference is that instead of if we don't receive it within 6 months, it's if you don't receive it within 18 months. And the reason why is they're in test phase. So it's usually a longer term in order for those airdrops to happen. All right. So we're running some specials right now. We're in the last quarter of it. And so basically, if you buy the $1,250 pack, you're going to get 1 free airdrop. So 30 airdrops instead of 29. And if you buy the 90 airdrop, you're going to get 4 free airdrops, which is 94 airdrops on that. That ends actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. We're in the third one here. Not in that one. I think I jumped ahead there. Yes. Oh, yeah, we are. Sorry. Yeah, we are. So we're on the 4th one. All right. I got that correct. All right. Now you'll see below that there's another way to earn some additional airdrops, and we'll talk about that right now, which is our membership program. So you can just get the airdrops, no problem. We'll do the airdrops for you, get you lots of digital assets. But if you say, hey, in the beginning, Peter, you were talking about Web3 being a transformational technology. It's going to become a dominant part of our lives over the next 6, 8, 10, 12 years. I'd like to be a big part of that, or a bigger part of that than just getting airdrops. You can get one of our memberships, and our memberships is a community of people that are going to be able to get involved in a lot of other projects that we're working on. The projects that are reaching out to us now and saying, hey, you guys got a great community. We want to work with you guys. This will give you access. These digital memberships will give you access to that, but they also give you access to a lot more. Our trading software, I'll talk about that in a second. And it also gives you, and this is the most important one, ownership in our DAO. So by holding an Avigami, it gives you an ownership stake in a DAO that we're building. This DAO will be essentially set up to launch Web3 projects. So if you own part of the DAO and we launch a Web3 project, guess what? You have a piece of action in that project that we're launching automatically, okay? It also has virtual events in our crypto metaverse. And then, of course, DAO rewards. When those projects go out and become successful, they'll generate revenue. A portion of that revenue will be paid out in rewards depending on the Avagamis that you hold. So there's a lot of value here. One of the keys is insights. So insights is being, it's already been built, and we have one of our clients will, users, I guess is what best way to do it, people using the software. We're going to have a video hopefully in the next week. She put a couple $100 into insights 12 months ago. And right now she's made it 840% profit on insights doing the trading for her. 840% profit. We're going to have a few testimonials here very soon. Now, what we've done also, though, on top of it just trading in a decentralized fashion, we're making it to where this will also help manage your airdrops. So let's say we get a TIA airdrop, okay? And you say, you know what? I like it. I got $900. I like TIA. I think it's going to go somewhere. But instead of just holding it and let it go up in value, what I'd like to do is trade that asset. But I don't want to do it myself because I don't know enough about it. You can have the software do that for you, and it can continually grow the value of that asset while the asset is still going up in value. So it's a powerful tool, and that is included in every Avagami, from the smallest Avagami all the way up to the biggest Avagami with different time frames. We're also connected with Otherverse. This is going to be huge for the DAO. It's going to be huge for our members. We're on the cutting edge of starting to have meetings. Our Saturday meeting this week will be in there. We'll have a karaoke afterwards. So on the cutting edge of having meetings in the metaverse. In about 5 weeks, public beta will start on this project, and it is going to be extremely exciting. Matter of fact, we're helping them with their token launch. So a lot of exciting things there. And there will be an airdrop that we will do with DFY with Otherverse. Okay, so that is in the works for us to put that together. And we'll be doing one of the airdrops that we're doing is with Otherverse. All right. We also have, if you get your Avagami, your digital membership, our Web3 Digital Asset Club. Essentially what this is it's a software that will be launching coming to the middle of 2024, so in about 2 or 3 months. And this software will basically allow for groups of people to come together, find early stage projects through the technology that we're building, and then decide to invest in those and get in at the absolute earliest possible, almost like you're a VC or a wealthy investor. It'll give you that power to get involved with it. And with our partnerships that we've built, from TokenSoft to MooOn and all this stuff, the deal flow that we'll be able to bring to the table, and the options that you'll have to get involved with in the earliest stage of the companies. So Jeff Bezos talked each of his brothers and sisters into investing $10,000 into Amazon. They were some of the first investors. They were in the earliest. They got the best valuation on that investment. Today, all of them have over $1 billion. So that's the power of getting in something early. The problem is you, we weren't Jeff Bezos's brother or sister. So we did not have that opportunity to put in that money and make that. This is going to put you on the friends and family list, right? The ability to get involved in the projects early that you don't even know exist. But the only reason why you are able to find out that they exist is that you're involved in Next Web3 and you have our digital membership. All right, so the Avagamis. So the smallest Avagami we have is $50. But buying that with a 175 airdrop pack, you're only going to pay $25. So we cut the price in half. It's $200, and it comes with the trading software. It comes with, for a month, it comes with a whole bunch of other items as well, including some ownership in the DAO. Okay, all the way up to our biggest package, which is $3,800. It's $700 more with the digital membership, so $4,500. That is normally a $1,400 Avagami, so you're saving $700. That is going to change May 1st. it is actually going to go to about $1,000. It will be $1,000 for that Avigami. So you have a little bit of time here to get them in at the lower prices that or introductory prices that we've had in order to get things rolling. But we know we're closing in on an airdrop, and we know that once we show people that these airdrops are producing what they are producing, $600, $700, $800, $900 in digital assets, the value is there in order for us to do that. So we'll be putting out some documentation on that, on the prices going up, but that doesn't happen until May 1st, which is about 8 days from now. All right. So if you want to, you can look here and see all the things that we add. On the left is just the airdrop package. On the right is the airdrop package. I want to blow one of these up and kind of just go from here. Let's see. So you're going to get your 3 airdrops, trading bot for a month, the DAO membership, digital asset club for 3 months, metaverse events at 1 a month. So that's actually monthly. So you can come to 1 metaverse event a month. DAO reward units, you're going to have 1. So every time there's rewards paid out from the DAO, you're going to receive 1 unit of that reward. You get the Avigami digital artwork. These are all limited edition artworks that are out there. You also get the affiliate program, the group onboarding. So we have an onboarding session to help you get started. And then you're going to get some discounts on swag and live events. So these are extremely valuable. If I totaled this up, this is probably a $300 or $400 value just for the digital asset club. And you're going to pay an additional $25. And of course, you can go to the biggest one here, which is the it's the 90 airdrops. Oh, it's not cooperating with me. What I do. All right, there we go. I have a touch screen. I was trying to blow it up. The 91 comes with 30 months of the trading bot. This right here is worth more than the entire thing right there, right? You're talking about $7,500 in value just right here on the trading bot alone. This is the trading bot that made somebody 840% in the last 12 months, right? So you're going to get 20 years of the digital asset club. That right there is probably about a $4,000 value in itself, about $20 a month to be part of that club. And it goes on and on. The digital artwork, the Otherverse UVIP pass you get for 6 months. That's $180 value right there, including you're going to get these huge discounts, 50% on any live event that we have, 25% on swag. And of course, this is just the beginning of the value that we'll create. We understand that community is commerce, and the more value that we create, Zig Ziglar says it, right? If you help enough people get what they want, you can have anything you want in the world. And that's our philosophy. Help our community, help you build digital wealth, and we all win together. So a rising tide raises all ships. All right, so we're going to go back here real quick. If you do buy it with the digital digital membership, it's at a $3,800. The biggest package is $45, but you're going to get I think it's 14 airdrops right now. I think that number is off on this slide. We need to update this. This is the 17th to the 23rd. Maybe there's one more slide. Oh, I see what. Yeah. So if you get today's the cutoff actually. So if you buy your package today or make the commitment to buy it today, and then you can get it funded tomorrow or the following day, you'll get 8 airdrops. If you do 3,800, 45. Otherwise, tomorrow go down to 4 and 14. So that's the reason why it's in there, because today is the 23rd. You still have a little bit of time left. All right. All right. If you or anyone you love wants in on ZK Sync, Layer 0 airdrops, the new account must have purchase paid for the package, fully funded, no later than tomorrow. So if you do want to get in these airdrops, now that doesn't mean you won't. The chances are gone completely. But if the airdrop happens next month, so if the Layer 0 or the ZK Sync airdrop happens next month and you don't get in by tomorrow, you will not receive that airdrop. You'll have to wait for the other airdrops. So in order to ensure to get these next month, it needs to be taken care of by tomorrow. And have your account funded and everything else. We'll get you through the process if you need help. That's what we have our Zoom rooms for. All right. So ready to jump in, get back with the person who shared this with you, get the referral link. We have a great referral program here. Matter of fact, 38% commission is paid out through 2 levels and our four bonus pools. So we incentivize people. Again, our goal is to help you build digital wealth. So if you share this with others, they decide to get involved, we're going to get you some digital assets. All right. Or you can visit Next Web3, hit the buy now button, select your refer. We have a drop down menu there for you to select them. And then you can get your package started, get your account funded, decide if you want to just do airdrops or airdrops in the digital membership, and then you're off and running. All right. So we're running a couple promotions right now, that we'll talk about at the end afterwards. So what I want to do is open it up for some questions right now. And then when we come back, we'll take about 5 minutes and go through the comp plan. So if you have any questions, you can put them in the Q&A. I'm going to stop sharing here. And look, this is my personal opinion, but I believe where the market is right now, the success of airdrops. One of the airdrops I mentioned earlier was Blur. Blur was a project that during a bear market, the worst possible time, launched their project. And at that time, OpenSea was the dominant player in the NFT market. They controlled over 90% of the NFT market. But Blur said, you know what? If you guys come and mint on our site, if you buy on our site, if you interact with our site, we're going to do an airdrop. And if you use it, we'll give you that airdrop. Within 12 months, they were the dominant leader in the space. That one concept alone of sharing in the success, sharing in the wealth of the project, took them from last place, or no place really, right, to first place. That is a concept that all the Web3 projects understand right now, that they can either go raise a whole bunch of money, try to spend a lot of money and gain customers, or they can simply just do an airdrop. So the best, brightest projects are going to be doing airdrops, and we'll help you get those airdrops. So I don't see any questions at this point. So what I'm going to do is just go through the comp plan, and then we'll open it up from there. The Jason put in a question in here. What is your plan for scaling membership relative to administration, as well as memberships versus security? So Jason, the technology we built is completely scalable on the technology side. It doesn't matter we have 1 million people or 10 people, right? The security is based on the technology stack that we've built. As far as scaling up, we're adding more AXAs, so we're in the process of bringing on 4 new ones and getting that going. So we'll be able to keep up with. I've built businesses before that have went from 0 to $20 million a year in sales, and so we're versed in being able to build, scale, stay on top of this stuff, and we're already discussing it. We're already going through the plans. The way we constructed the software makes it to where we can expand, add AXAs very quickly. We've built a whole entire training program that we run them through, and of course we have our team, right? Jan, Dawn. So we have a whole team of people that are working with our AXAs in order to be able to scale this. So there may come a point where we go, you know what, we have 50, 100,000 people we're doing airdrops from, and that's enough. And then we stop bringing in new people for that. And then they'd only be able to get involved in the digital membership. In the digital membership side, community is commerce. The bigger community we build, the more value we can build for each member that's inside of it. That's actually what attracted me to this space, is that it's not a limited, it's not a pie. And if I get a slice of the pie and then you get a slice, you've got to take some from me in order to do that. The idea is the more members we have, the bigger the pie gets. So the more that's there. So actually you get more and I get more. We can both benefit from that. All right. Let's see. Vaughn, I purchased a $500 package of airdrops a few weeks ago. I am not sure what to do with them. I connected my MetaMask wallet, but I don't see the airdrops in them. Okay. So Vaughn, there's no the airdrops. You have to log into your dashboard. What I would recommend is to send an email to support, and they'll get you on a Zoom and they'll walk you through exactly what you need to do. If you bought the package, you still need to probably fund your digital assets, and then they'll start doing the airdrops for you. First step is going through and doing all the activities for that airdrop. The projects, ZK Sync, Layer 0, they'll do the airdrop. When they do the airdrop, a month, 2, 3 months from now, that's when you'll actually see the asset sitting in, you'll log into your dashboard, you'll say, oh, there's my $897, and then you'll decide what you want to do with it from there. So the process is you buy a package, fund your account with the digital assets. We go through and do all the airdrop activity that's necessary to get the airdrop. What's called the snapshot comes along, where the project goes and takes a snapshot of the entire blockchain to say, oh, this is all the tasks that were done for this wallet. Then they determine what the airdrop is, 945 tokens, let's say, that are trading at 80 cents a piece, so $700 something. Then they go ahead and set up either a claim center, and then the AXAs will go to that claim center and they will claim your airdrop, and then they'll put it in the wallet that you've set up in your dashboard. And then at that point, you can decide to transfer it to yourself. So that's kind of the whole process drawn out, but they can walk you through that on the Zoom call. So if you send an email to support at DFYairdrops.com, they'll walk you through that process, Vaughn. All right. All right. Very good. All right. So I'm going to share again, and we'll go through the comp plan real quick. We do have an update call every Saturday. It is in Otherverse, so it's in the metaverse. We will have a karaoke contest, so you guys need to come because Corey's going to sing Ice Ice Baby. He's very good at it. I've seen him do it before, so he's going to do that on Saturday during the karaoke after we do the update call in Otherverse. If you can't get into Otherverse yet, software technology wise, whatever that is, you can watch it on YouTube and also on Zoom. We broadcast it out from the Otherverse. If you want to get on the list to be in Otherverse, because we'll need to send you it's in closed beta right now. But if you want to get an invite to it, you can send an email to the DFY Airdrops email address, support at DFYairdrops.com, and we will get you put on the list, and then they'll send you an email with an invite. You can download the software and you can join us on Saturday. All right. So it's a special sneak in the door kind of thing for you to be part of Otherverse and see what it's all about and learn about DFY. All right. So we have a 2-level affiliate program. Super simple. I'm going to go through it fast. Anybody you have that you share this with that buys a package, you're going to get 18% of any amount of money they spend. Spend $1,000, you get 180. They spend 10,000, you get 1,800, right? Whatever it is that they decide to buy in packages, you're getting 18% of. Second level is 10%. So if they go out and start sharing it with people, they go out and sell $1,000, $10,000 worth, you're going to get 100 or $1,000, all paid in digital assets in a stable coin, either on Binance or Polygon. Don't worry about all the terms. We'll get you the money, and then if you will say, hey, I need to get this out to fiat, we'll explain to you exactly how you do that as well. All right. Now, let's hear from Herschel real quick, and then I'll go through the bonus pools that we have.
Profitable are 2 words that you typically don't find in the same sentence when speaking in reference to the crypto space. Next Web3 has broken the mold with their new product offering called FOR You Airdrops. An entirely new category has been introduced into the blockchain world coined airdrops as a service. And more importantly, they are allowing individuals like me and you the ability to share their product and services with friends, family, and loved ones around the world. Not only myself, but many others are making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a week, sharing the services that they provide in a safe environment. I encourage you to find out more.
Imagine, guys, sharing a project with somebody, friends and family, you making hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars a week, and then them getting guaranteed, promised airdrops that are $150 or more, getting them into the Web3 space, getting them digital assets, that is going to be a tremendous success. All right, so we have 4 bonus pools. First pool, 4%, ROTVC, return on total value created. This is any volume that's created through you at all, through any number of levels on there. We take 4% of the total business volume of the entire, all sales of all packages, all revenue, and we put it in a pool, and 250,000 K accumulated volume with at least 50% each through 2 separate people that you refer. You're going to get 1 point in the pool, and that goes all the way up accumulative to $2 million in total volume. Now, the great thing is it's accumulative. It's not on a monthly basis. It's not going to your volume flushes or all that nonsense and that crazy stuff. 250,000 takes you 6 months to do it through 2 separate, 2 people that you referred. Total volume 250K. You're going to get the 1 point in the pool. Add another 250 to that, go to 500, you're going to get 2 points in the pool, and so on all the way up. Our example down at the bottom is, let's say we're doing 6 million a quarter. We're not yet, but we will be here very soon. 6 million a quarter, 4% is $240,000 with a total of 49 points in the pool. It's an estimate, but it's done on mathematics. That'd be $4,898 per point. That's an extra bonus that you get. If you do once you hit the 2 million in volume, that'd be 10 points. If this example holds true, then you would have gotten almost a $50,000 bonus for helping generate this much volume as top of all the other commissions that you've gotten, okay? The other core thing is you would have helped build the community. That's the important part right there, is building that community and growing the community. Our second bonus is 2% of the total sales of all business volume that comes in the door. It goes to the top 25 people based on the dollar value of packages sold on your first and second level, okay? All your personals and all the volume they do, we accumulate that volume. The highest volume gets, the most shares in the pool. So 21 through 25, they're going to get 1 share in it, and then that continues to start going up all the way until the person who sells the most volume in business packages on their first and second level over the course of that month gets 15 shares in the pool. All right. Our second one is on the exact same packages, but instead of counting the volume, the dollar volume of those packages, what we count is the quantity of packages. The reason for this pool is we, again, believe community is commerce. So the bigger the community, the more value we can create. So it doesn't matter if somebody comes in at a $4,500 value or a $175. That person still creates value in it. So we reward the person for selling the $4,500 pack, right? And we also reward the person for bringing in the person that's doing the $175. So, and this last month, the person who was first in the dollar value one was not first in the quantity of package pool. They were separate people that earned these pools. So to me, that's exciting because that means we're rewarding the behavior that's necessary. And it's the same way, top 25 people share in it. 21 through 25 gets 1 share. The first place person gets 15 shares in this pool. All right. Let's see. We've got the 2% matching bonus pool. This is my favorite one. It's quarterly. And that says that if you bring in anybody on your first and second level, they're on your first and second level, and they earn a point in the 4% pool, they get rewarded for that. They earn a point 3 months in a row, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 points. Let's say they came in first place. They got 15 points in that pool on the monthly basis. You're going to receive 15 points in this pool right here. All right. And that is paid out on a quarterly basis. So that's our entire comp plan. April Showers brings DFY Powers. We set up a program where if you sell $2,000 in volume between your first and second level, with 25% of your second level, you're going to get a 3 free airdrop package. You just need to fund the digital assets to it. And that goes all the way up to, you can earn one of the $4,500 packages, which is 90 airdrops. That's 25K in total volume that you create between your first and second level, with second level counting 25% of whatever's on your second level. So this is a great promotion. If you think about earning like a 9 airdrop package, let's say the average airdrop earns about $500 over the course of the time. That would be like getting a $4,500 bonus for simply selling about 5,000 or for selling $5,000 in packages. So pretty exciting. Plus you made your 18 or 10% in commission. All right, we have a contest that we're running right now again. It's the same contest. I don't know if we put the new date on there this Saturday. So if you move some packages and you have some tickets in this last drawing that we did this Saturday at the end of our webinar, we're going to spin the wheel and we're going to give away $5,000 in crypto. All right. The first prize person is going to receive a $2,000 basket of crypto. The 10 fourth place, we'll have 10 people that win fourth place, which is a $100 basket in crypto. So we're excited to be able to give that away. We've renewed that. So if from the ending date, which was the 15th of April, from the 16th forward, there's new people earning tickets to get the next $5,000 that we're giving away. All right. So we have the Web3 Digital Asset Club. By bringing people in, you can actually earn additional time. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is if you're purchasing the Web3 packages right now. So if you purchase it's still going right now. If you purchase a Avigami, instead of getting the 3 months on the $50 Avigami, which you're paying $25 for, you're going to get 4 months. If you buy the $4,500 pack, which is $1,400 usually for the Avigami, you're only going to pay $700. You're going to get unlimited time. 30 years from now, you're still in the Digital Asset Club. And then we have our gold, silver, and bronze NFTs or access passes. I mean, digital memberships that you can earn here. There's 200 available, and the only way to get them is to earn them by helping us grow the community. All right. And then let's see. Well, we hope you all enjoyed our presentation today. This is the easiest, fastest pathway to get involved in Web3 and get your piece of the biggest transfer of wealth in human history. And guys, the reason why this is the biggest transfer of wealth in human history, it's because you as an individual, in most transfers of wealth, you need to have a skill. You're a computer programmer. You're you're an entrepreneur and you start a business in whatever industry that's in that takes off. So it takes a lot of money, time, effort, energy to be a part of that transfer of wealth. This is the only time, I believe, in history where an individual can get involved, and I'll use us as an example, buy an airdrop package and get a piece of Web3 in a big way. And then, of course, with the digital memberships, go even further and build substantial wealth out there. I was just looking at a person who's been doing airdrops now for a year. They've made $137,000 over the last 12 months just on airdrops alone. And in the next, they've staked a lot of the assets. They've done different stuff with it. Imagine in 12 or 18 months what that $137,000 could be worth. Could be worth $500,000, $1 million. So the opportunity is here. The value of Web3 is coming. Some of the most smartest people in finances, right? Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, nearly $10 trillion in assets under management, has basically said that every single asset is going to be tokenized. That means every single asset will be on blockchains. Those blockchains will create transactions. Those transactions will create revenue. We're in a changing world, guys, and you can be a part of this by simply engaging and getting involved in Web3. I want to thank you for being here tonight. We look forward to seeing you on Thursday's presentation. Corey will be doing a presentation.
Sorry, buddy, I popped a few questions in from YouTube on the chat side of things.
Okay. On the chat? All right, let's
I
answer this.
couldn't access the Q&A.
No worries. All right, let's see.
That's a 4-part question.
All right, here we go. From Jim or JM Diaz. Okay, how soon are we contacted to get up once we purchase? Very quickly. You should receive an email. Now, we've been changing our email server over. So if you got in the last few days, you didn't receive an email, we've been moving over from one-on-one to AWS, and we're working on that. So if you didn't get an email, again, support at DFYairdrops.com. Okay. But you'll get contacted right away. So once you purchase, you'll see in your back office, it'll ask you to set up your MetaMask wallet. So if you don't have a MetaMask wallet, we can help you get your MetaMask wallet get set up. But if you have your MetaMask wallet, you're going to connect that, and you're going to set up your smart contract wallet that the AXAs will work from. From there, you'll fund it. From your funding period of time, normally you'll start having activities happen within 7 days. Okay. That's the normal process that it'll take. Will it be a walkthrough Zoom call? Jim, it depends on which package you buy. If you buy a $500 package or more, you can go, that's a one-on-one Zoom call. If you buy just the smallest package, because we can't afford to do it, because we pay the Zoom people to do the Zooms, then you can go on a group setting, which we have schedules for doing that. But yes, they will walk you through and help you get set up if that's what you want to use your Zoom for. Okay. Yes, they'll walk you through the Zoom call. Yep. And then finally, also, when we sign up, are we going to get the airdrops in order as you do them? Yes. So so here's the way it works. We don't set the time frame of when the airdrop is done or when its snapshot is done. So depending on when you get in, right now we've done Layer 0 and ZK Sync. If we get you set up in the next day or two, we can say yes, you'll still get those airdrops. Because in order for an airdrop to have the most to be in a great place to qualify, you need to do transactions in 2 separate months. So let's say next month, Layer 0 announces that they're doing their airdrop in the 3rd week or 4th week of May. Okay. If you join in May, we won't be able to get you in that airdrop, but we'll get you in the next airdrop that we're doing. Right now, we're working on 7 airdrops. That's our number right now that we've actually started to do transactions for. So if you bought a 3-pack, your airdrops that you've already done are Layer 0, ZK Sync, and Barachain, which you'll start seeing Barachain showing up in your dashboards here very soon. If you've done a 9 airdrop package or bigger, we've also already begun Linea for you, Scroll, and now what we're doing is working on 2 other airdrops that will be setting up in the dashboard here very soon. So that's the process that we go through there. Let me see the final question. Every time I move it, it jumps too far. Also, when we sign up, we're going to get all right. Yeah. Okay. Final. For example, if I sign up for 3 airdrops, will I be part of the next 3 airdrops you sign up for? No, so if we actively have an airdrop going, you'll be in that airdrop, Jim. So right now, I think it's Jim, right? JM Diaz. Right now, right now, if you sign up and you do it by tomorrow and we get your account funded, you'll be in ZK Sync Layer 0. If you sign up after that, for 5 days from now, you may be able to get Layer 0 and ZK Sync. What's going to determine that is if they announce in the beginning of next month, hey, we're doing the airdrop in May. If they don't announce it, then we'll get you qualified in May, and then we'll be able to do your next qualification in June, and you're all set and ready to go. So it's until the 1st week of the month, it's hard for us to say, hey, here's the ones you can get in and yet you can't get in. But we're going to get you in quality airdrops. That's, I guess, the biggest part of this thing is that we're doing a lot of research on the companies to make sure that every airdrop is valuable and every airdrop is good that we're getting. Because remember, we have a promise that you're going to get at least $150 or more. So we want to make sure that these are valuable. Our real goal is to try and get every airdrop, you know, above $400 in value. So if you bought a 90 airdrop package, you know, you're receiving $35,000, $40,000 back in digital assets. So that was kind of that's the idea of the concept behind it. So hopefully that answers your questions. All right. Well, Thursday, 5 o'clock PST, Corey will be doing a presentation. Thank you guys for being here. And we're looking forward to helping you get your airdrops and get you